Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna try to use this channel for vlogs, but mostly book reviews and junk journal stuff. So yeah, my name is Denise. I'm from LA, California. So let's begin. My first video will be my October book reviews. So yeah, get a drink and let's get started. Okay, so the first book that I read this month is Solito by Javier Zamora. I give this book a 10 out of 10. Actually, no. I give this book a 9 out of 10. Because some parts are kind of slow, but it's a memoir, so it's a story to tell. Um, as a first generation Mexican American, this book maybe was more of an eye opener for what my parents went through. Um, and it really had me asking them like questions like how they felt, were they scared during this whole process. So yeah, if you're from immigrant parents or grandparents, I recommend you reading this book. The second book I read in October was The Perfect Marriage. 7 out of 10. This book had a lot of plots and twists, lots of turns, thriller mystery stuff, you know. I didn't never put two and two together on who the murderer could be. So yeah, but I really enjoyed this book, and I definitely recommend it. And then following that, I listened to The Perfect Divorce. This book, I usually don't like reading sequels because I just feel like it's not going to be as good, or it's just dragging the story on. But I was just like, let me just listen to this, like, whatever. I hated it. It felt so rushed. Like, it just felt like nothing. And here's a book of nothing. And then the main character, actually, I'm not going to say anything because I'm going to spoil it. But yeah, it just felt so rushed. So, did I rate this book? 5 out of 10. And then I also read The Perfect Son by Frida McFadden for book club that I'm in. I give this book an 8 out of 10. I really enjoy Frida McFadden books. I feel like she's one of my favorite authors. And yeah, this book, pretty good storyline. Um, the ending was really surprising. I was like, did not expect that at all, but it was really good. So yeah, 8 out of 10. And then I listened to Ready or Not by Cara Bastión. This book was about um, this girl. I think her name's Ava. I don't know. I'm terrible with remembering names. But she gets pregnant off a one night stand. That one night stand, her baby daddy is actually in a relationship. So her and him aren't together. Down the line, she confesses her love to her childhood friend. And yeah, that's where the story goes. He kind of steps up and takes the role of like baby daddy in a way, but not like to the extent because the other guy's the sperm donor is still in the picture. But yeah, this is a spicy book, okay? But for some reason, this book, I don't know, I just couldn't listen to that spicy part. I don't know if it was the narrator, but I couldn't do it. I skipped it. So I give this 7 out of 10. The last one, Best for Last, The Fine Print. I love this book. I couldn't get enough of it. I just wanted to keep reading and keep listening. Everything about this book I love. Going into it, I read some of the reviews, and people did not like. I don't know her name. I'm terrible at this, I'm telling you. They didn't like the girl, the main character, because they thought she was giving off too much like kid vibes, like little girl vibes. And the other main character, Rowan, is a bit older than him. So they're kind of saying like, oh, this seems kind of like creepy, weird. But I didn't get that vibe. And I think it's weird that people thought that. Because to me, she just seemed like this preppy, girly girl. So, yeah, we think that you're weird. Just kidding. But yeah, that book is 10 out of 10. I think it's one of my favorite books by far. And I'm listening to Terms and Conditions. So I'll keep you updated on that. And I'm also almost done with the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. So hopefully I finish it by the end of October. There's 2 more days left of October, so I'll have this in my next month's review. But so far it's mid. But yeah, bye.